Alright. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back for another GTA 5 video. I haven't uploaded in a while. Mainly been doing live streams and stuff like that. But I thought I'd bring you a video on the new DLC that's coming out. And just tell you my thoughts on it while playing a bit of GTA obviously in the background. But yeah. So basically there's going to be a few thoughts that I'll tell you guys about, and whether you like them or not is not really up to me, but you know, it's a few points where I think a lot of people who play this DLC will be basically coming unstuck, because one of the things that we're going to get from it is basically something that's been in the game since launch. And the only thing that I'm thinking it's going to have is a bit of a spruce up and a bit of a customization to the actual building. But apart from that, like, I mean, it's just one of the points that I'll bring up now is the Brickade. So if you didn't see the Brickade on the newswire, on the like as on the picture, they basically upgraded a variation of the Brickade to look like it's armored, right? To be honest, on launch day, it wouldn't be surprising me if it's fitted with missiles, because I reckon now that'll be a new griefing vehicle. But in my opinion, I don't know, because people, especially people in free roam lobbies, they are probably going to use that to advantage, because obviously if it does have rockets, then people are going to use it as a griefing tool. But what I was going to mention about the second point is the new property. Now, I think the new property, I mean, it's going to have a good access, because obviously in free mode we cannot go inside it. We can only go in the actual shop itself. But as you guys know, we're going to have a new property, and it's going to be the Liquor Ice building in Sandy Shores. Now, my thoughts on this is I don't know why Rockstar's done this, because they aren't. It just shows they're just running out of ideas on DLCs. But like, as I was saying, instead of them giving us a new property to actually mess with and design and, you know, build ourselves or customize, they gave us like a shop, basically. That's what it is. Because the downstairs is a shop, and then the upstairs is basically an acid lab or whatever it is. Now, my thoughts on this is going to be, probably they're going to release this on December 13th. And it's going to be an acid lab upstairs, and then you do your jobs on the upstairs, and then you come down into a shop. Now, I'm not sure whether they're going to remove the shopkeeper from the actual shop part, or they're just going to rebuild the shop part. I'm not sure, because I haven't seen it on launch day, so I won't know. But what I know is that they're basically having a shop as a new property and as a new base of operation. Me personally, my thoughts on this is 0 out of 10, because if Rockstar, I mean, for a December update as well, it's kind of bad. Me personally, because to have a shop, I mean, come on, a shop as a new DLC building. I mean, a lot of people are getting hyped, because it's obviously they're thinking it's going to be a new like interior shit like that. But me personally, I just think it's going to be the same with the acid lab upstairs and a few jobs on a board. That's my opinion. But in the same alternative, they've got to do something different with that building. Otherwise, if they don't on launch day, a lot of people are going to be unhappy, and I got a feeling that a lot of people are already going to be unhappy, because a lot of people have different mindsets about this building in Sandy, whether it's down to the same interior or whether it's down to an updated interior, we don't know. But my personal thoughts on this is, just why Rockstar? Like, why do this to us? Like, yeah, you gave us a new DLC, but you gave us a property that is already in the game, and also all you did is update the interior. Like, and this is, and it's why a lot of the people are moving away from GTA, because Rockstar just have they have the idea, but it's just they are running out of ideas, because such as this DLC, like they're adding a shop basically as a property. Like, it's not what the people want, but at the same time, we're gonna have to see what it looks like on launch day. But that was my other opinion. That was my other thing I wanted to talk about, is basically the property and my thoughts on it, because I think, to be honest, it's gonna be pretty shit. Not gonna lie, like it's gonna be pretty bad. But like I said, we'll have to look. I'm not gonna judge it just yet, because we haven't seen it on launch day. It's on December 13th. We're gonna see it, so just praise to the Lord. It's good. But yeah, but I think my overall opinion, I think this DLC is going to be good. I mean, they're adding Ron back, which he can be a pain in the arse, but it is what it is. New contact called Dax. There's going to be, I presume, new vehicles, which is going to be like 8 or 6 on launch day, and then the rest Dretfed. But yeah, and then obviously we're going to have new content in the game, which is what we've needed for a few months now, since the Halloween update, because we haven't had nothing since from there. Well, we've had Dretfed cars, but that's about it. So this update now is going to refresh all GTA and hopefully bring back a lot of players, but it probably won't, because it's not a familiar. It's not like, how can I say it? It's not a character that people want. Dax is not a character that people wanted for the DLC. They wanted Michael to come back. So obviously, what I'm saying is the statistics would be much higher if Michael had his own DLC on December 13th. Whereas if Dax is in it with the drug wars and stuff like that with that DLC, in my opinion, it's not gonna bring back a lot of players. And this is what Rockstar's got to understand, is that yes, they didn't go along with the Michael DLC. It'll probably be in the summer or whatever. I don't know, but they should have just released that this year, because obviously Michael DeSanta, or also known as Ned Luke, he also said that he wanted his own DLC with Franklin, and it was said on Instagram Live. Many people who watch this, or if you do watch this, you can back me up if you did watch the live, obviously. But he even said that he would like his own heist to be in the game. Now, I'm not sure why Rockstar didn't go along with this for this year's DLC, but it is what it is, because I think what it is, Rockstar's focusing on small group DLCs, small, like, compact DLCs, more than bigger DLCs. Now, I'm not sure how big of a deal this is going to be, this DLC, how big it is going to be, because I can't judge. I haven't really looked at it until December 13th, but what I'm saying is that the community would have liked it more if Michael DeSanta was in the game as like an online character, because let's face it, we have Franklin, we have Trevor, and then the only missing guy is Michael, and a lot of players would have liked Michael to come back, and would have liked, stuff like that. But I suppose we'll have to see what this update brings. I mean, Ron's in it again, so God knows what that's going to cause. But I mean, my thoughts, I think it's a 40% chance I am going to get hyped for this, but I don't know. A lot of the vehicle, one of the vehicles I can already tell is just been upgraded from what we already have in the game, which is a shame, because just to make an armored version of the Brigade is just so bad. Like, it needs to be something new, if you know what I'm saying. But I know there's going to be new vehicles and a new free vehicle for everyone, because everyone passed 4 trillion instead of 2 trillion on the heist challenge. But at the same time, I think that as long as we get new cars and new clothing and stuff like that, I think everyone will try and stay on the game. But I really don't know what this new property is going to be like. Like, I really don't know. But I'm hoping it's good, because if I get up on launch day, download the update, and then it's just a pile of garbage, this property, then I don't know, man. Like, this is an actual problem with Rockstar. Like, they update interiors, or they basically update cars and make it armored, or they make it this, they make it that. It's not what people want. They go to mention on their newswire, oh, people requested this DLC to us. No, nobody wanted this DLC. You just made this DLC, Rockstar. You made it for the public with Dax. You made it with Ron. You made the Drug Wars itself. We didn't request this DLC unless somebody has requested this. Then, wow. But what we did request was the Michael DLC. Now, it doesn't make sense, because going back months ago, there was a hidden feature in the game where this NPC would sit on the floor near the movie studio, well, the building, which is now the car studio, and he would just sit there with a cup of coffee and just sit there on the floor. And a lot of people were saying he was from the movie studio, which he was, because when I played story mode yesterday, I matched it up, and I actually knew that he was from story mode. But at the same time, he did work with Michael, and it was a hint that Michael was coming back. But for some reason, again, Rockstar didn't add that DLC. And I think we'll just have to see how many players it brings back for this DLC. This one coming up on December 13th. But in my opinion, I just think it's not going to bring back most people. I just think it's going to bring back the continue played players, but it's not going to bring back old players that have come off the game, if you know what I'm saying. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and also if you're new to the channel, subscribe and like. But that was my thoughts on the DLC. But yeah, tell me your opinions in the comments. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. But that's it from me. It's been GTA Grinder 31. Peace out.